Man, oh man, it's your boy DJ What-Yo-Face. It is what it is. What's up, peeps? What's going down? Man, what's up, Bug619? How you feeling? How you feeling? Man, I'm back at this dang on 2K19. Alright, now I tried to do the 100 points a game. That did not work. None whatsoever. So we went to the drawing board and figured out this is what's going on. I'm gonna try my best. Drop 50 points in a game. 50 points. I already did my training. You know, I did my practicing. We got a nice clean workout. Got our practice in. We're good to go. So, let me go ahead and check some stuff out. I need to raise something up. Hold on. I'm actually alright. Good. So what I'm gonna do? I'm not going to play any music for this. Normally I would, but you know, while I'm playing the game, because it's too quiet, not enough interjection, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, good luck. Thank you very much. We're gonna get it in. My man look good. He got his gear on, got the black Gordons on, so we're gonna go ahead and head to the courts. Get that going. To the courts. Look at him. He all limber. He ready. Ain't nobody talking. Everybody all straight face.
Hey, go get him.
I'm gonna try, bro. Try. Like, I'm trying my best not to get those little musics in there from the game, because it's copyright down for mofo. So, I'm gonna just go ahead and finish it right off. We're gonna end it because I already know and all that other stuff. And I try my best not to use the announcer either, because that's right there, my boy. Not so good. Not so good at all. I got time for the Bills. Look at that. Our coach. I don't even know what he is, but he is our coach today. Matter of fact, I don't even know who this is. Look at that boy,
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. It's getting noisy here in Charlotte for this Hornets home game. You take a look at the Bulls. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And it's in your DNA. You come up against a natural rival, you're going to be a little bit salty.
Yeah, some of the fellas will say, this is just like any other game, but the truth is, nah, it isn't.
You know, right around, Chris, this time of year, often top contenders begin to separate themselves from the rest of the teams.
Yeah. Now is when guys start feeling comfortable. They're getting into their groove, Kevin. This is when they're getting their mojo back, and they're in their roles, and they got their timing. And now you just have to let the ability show through. And how do you do that? By realizing that your muscle memory, realizing that you practice, realizing that you put in the hours, trusting that, and now going out and just being yourself and embracing the moment.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Chicago right now, Markkanen is the 4 with Lopez in the middle. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And so it's Charlotte with it after the Bulls pick up 2. Williams can't hit. Now the Bulls with it. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Making the pass to Walker.
He's going to do a walk. He's going to do a walk. What you gonna do,
all alone. First shot, first pass. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach James Borrego. David, what do you have to say?
That's right, Kevin. Now, look, his team is leading 2-0 in the season series so far, but even so, he said, the length and the shot blocking of them inside does present a challenge. You can't get careless in the attack and fail to keep moving the ball. Kevin, they're not taking anything for granted tonight.
That's great, David. Thanks. They've got their hands full against a team that plays such tough D.
And that's why you got to be flexible in terms of your game plan, particularly on the offensive end. They might have to try a few different approaches till they find one that works.
Well, Greg, I think the best approach is a solid motion offense, a lot of back cuts, ball movement side to side. Against a team with this kind of defense, good movement is always the key to breaking them down.
Give it to Levine.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Passes it to Markkanen. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Yep, that one goes in there.
I got it.
6 points for him.
Now that makes them 80% from the floor early on. Let's see how long they can stay this
I'm not
high.
trying to take out a point.
And Walker kicks to Hernan Gomez.
But I'm going to try slowly.
Knocked away.
Collectively.
Pass to Lamb for the 3. Not going to go that time. And it's Chicago the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
And did you notice how each miss fired up the crowd even more? It became a vicious cycle.
Here's Lamb. The Bulls getting the bucket. Here's Hernan Gomez. Misses from close range. It's stolen by Lamb. And it's sent back by Lopez. Walker against Levine. Hernan Gomez passes to Bacon. Over Porter. Sinks the 15-footer. The Bulls have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Outside, Levine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Zach Levine, a high riser, the 2-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
I know, that was an ass move. Ass. Two shots.
The first free throw is good. And from everything you hear, Levine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
I got 8 points.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
Here's Lamb.
Man, what was D at? What was D at?
Hernan Gomez with the ball. Lopez is there.
You at, boy? Where you at, boy?
Outside, Walker fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Chicago leading.
Yeah, I'm coming
It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Hell yeah, I'm coming in.
Something lit a fire under him this quarter. Their lead safe as long as he's on the floor.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Okay.
Now that's a nice use of the pull-up J from Walker. Catching the D flat-footed and capitalizing on an easy opportunity.
Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off him. Just couldn't knock it down.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
I'm sorry,
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
The pass to Markkanen.
Oh, Markkanen.
Takes it from 10. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Here's Bacon. Markkanen pulls it in. Bulls have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Levine kicks to Porter. And again, Chicago, no good.
What is going on, Porter?
And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul.
His first foul. Boy. What's up, Nisa C? How you doing? Thanks for sliding on in. What you going, bud? You ain't going nowhere.
Now here's Lamb, guarded by Levine. And no good that time. And it's Chicago the other way.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
The feed to Lopez. Launches it. And it's Levine that time on the assist by Lopez. Levine's got 5 points so far.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Over in the corner, Williams. That shot is off. The Bulls have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. To the middle, it's tipped.
You know, the versatility of Porter is huge. I mean, he's an outstanding perimeter defender. In addition, also, to being a proven scorer. And evaluating Porter, I mean, I think this guy's the real deal. Paul Pierce once said, I love this kid. I had a chance to work with him. He could be an all-star. I agree with Paul.
Come on, Porter. Make it happen, Kevin. You think too long to shoot, bro.
And he makes the first. Some changes for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Kaminsky comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Luke Kennard in for Bacon. And Chicago also making a switch. Carter's checked in.
19-15.
Hornets trail by 4. Lamb with the ball. 20 points for him last game against Memphis.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, it shows you how much pressure he put on the defense. They lean on him for a big portion of their scoring with a good reason.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Porter's not a big talker. He lets his game certainly speak for itself.
And his improvement has been tremendous. He's going to the basket. He's rebounding the ball. I mean, Porter, he shoots the 3 at a high clip. He's trying to earn every penny of that big contract.
A nice shot by Carter.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Charlotte shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Now, here's Walker. He's coming off a 28-point game against Memphis. Kennard kicks to Lamb. Shot clock at 5. They need this. Rebound by the Bulls. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game. And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Charlotte calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Felicia's checked in for Robin Lopez. The Bulls leading by 10. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting shot. The back-to-the-basket scoring, obviously more uncommon these days than it was in the past. Can we even say now with any kind of certainty, Chris, who has the best hook shot in the game?
The best hook shot in the game, by far, still belongs to Tony Parker. No, he is not a big man, but he did lead the league in paint scoring when he was in his prime. Now a little bit older, he can still get to it. When Tony Parker gets in that paint, Kevin, he has the best jump hook. When I played in the game, the only guy that I respected their jump hook as much as mine was his jump hook, because he would float it over bigs so easy.
No kidding.
Oh, no kidding, Kev. He still has the best jump hook floater in the game. That's right, that man Tony Parker. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
Now here is Carter. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Ain't gonna try something.
Here's Levine. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Levine's got 9.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Shot's good by Kennard.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Levine.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Easy to see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Now here's Zeller. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
No boards.
Chicago with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. From deep. And the Bulls, another 3.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Here's Kennard. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. He rifled that one in from distance. 14 points for Walker.
Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
There's the 3. Kennard with the rebound.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Walker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, look at Walker. He has developed a great pump fake. He takes pride in how he gets defenders to jump in the air and go for it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip. Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ball handlers.
Chicago making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. Pass to Levine. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller. And he has been on another level this past month, getting Eastern Conference Player of the Month, Kemba Walker.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Now, here's Dunn. Puts it up from 12.
I love the way Walker plays defense. He gets right in the grill of his man.
To the inside.
Get that shit out of here.
It's hauled in by the Bulls. And without a doubt, Kemba Walker, one of the league's most entertaining players.
And enlisted at 6'1", and that might be a stretch, but he uses it to his advantage, staying low and almost dancing when he's out there attacking defenders.
Here's Walker. Chris Dunn making his last shot. Inside. And again, the Hornets missing.
I'm gone.
The Bulls leading by 11.
And in my face.
Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless. And this style of play can be hard to come back against.
Now here's Zeller. Here's Kennard. The three-pointer is right on target. Kennard's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
7-second difference, shot in game clock. The shot missing. Charlotte's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Walker. Bean with the rebound. Pass to Felicio. And he banks in the layup. And the Bulls lead by 12.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Well, if you're his teammate, you love this right now because all you have to do is focus on finishing.
And so it's Chicago, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Gotta find my heat stroke now. Looks like I gotta get out that music before they be like, hey buddy, you know you played something, right? Get that up out of here. Like, I wanted to see it, but
Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive end.
That's something I relish.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
I don't know.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Biombo. Hernan Gomez comes in for Kaminsky. Bacon, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Lamb in there for Luke Kennard.
Good more than this. What the hell y'all been doing? I just sat on the bench for like 5
And boy, when you think about what the Bulls were in the 90s, Jordan, Pippen, Grant, Rodman, I mean, a group that could suffocate you on both ends.
Zeller is out there with Hernan Gomez. And there's Kemba Walker. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Bacon in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
What?
The shot, no good. It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 6-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
They would look like they had it figured out, then take a couple bad shots and be right back to where they started.
And here are the Bulls now, following the bucket by the Hornets. Now here's Markkanen. Hernan Gomez covering and stolen by Zeller. Now here's Lamb. He's guarded closely. Down low. Bacon's shot is off.
You know what? His finishing ability is not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Now here's Lamb. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Here's Walker, trailing by 4. Kicks to Lamb. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Pass to Markkanen. There's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Let me get that.
21 points in the game.
Well, he's reason number 1 there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
Now Walker, 24 points for him. Shot from 12. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Walker's got 26 points. The Bulls leading by 5. Lopez outside. The pass to Arcidiacono. Back to Lopez. Fires the 3.
That's off.
It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, he's having a tough go at it so far this quarter. Not much dropping for him.
Hold him down. I got you.
Outside, Walker.
Go get him.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
He played a very solid first quarter. Now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
Charlotte shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And that one misses. NBA offenses have always been complex, and they always are evolving. But C-Web, the movement and precision now seems to be at another level. Would you agree?
You know what, Kev, I disagree a little bit with that. You know, having played in different teams with some complex offenses, it's still all the basics. You still have the old flex offense, and that's nothing but what Utah, Karl Malone and John Stockton used some 20 years ago. You still have triangle principles, which is what Jordan and Pippen used some 20, 25 years ago. And if you really want to go back to the Bob Cousy days when he played with Bill Russell, you still have a lot of throwing it into the post and cutting off of it. I think the players have evolved and the players' skill sets are better. But as far as offensive sets, I don't see that much has changed, except how do you execute them, and can you execute them with having the right position players with the correct skill set on the floor at the time that you call them to play.
I love your honest appraisal. Here's Bacon. He's got 12.
You better not let Bacon do that shit.
And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Hurry up, bro.
Chicago trailing here. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
1:49 left in the first half of the game.
23 and 50 points.
And here is Lamb. Bacon the pass to Walker.
Get the shit out of here,
that
boy.
one goes careening off the glass.
What you thought? You go. Get some easies.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's DjWha-YoFace. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Now it's a 3-point Chicago lead. Charlotte has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Puts it up from 12, and no good.
And I got booed.
Chicago has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Zeller. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Lamb. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Lamb's got his second bucket of the night.
And when Lamb is assertive like this, it's huge. I mean, I love seeing him take these shots.
Passes it to DjWha-YoFace. And it goes down 2 points. 27 points for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Lamb to the inside.
Get it.
There's Bacon, and that one's drained from the low block. Bacon's got 16.
Kevin, that type of D, that's not going to get it done. I mean, he can't be giving up those kinds of shots.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Outside, Walker.
What? That was clean. I waited till that ball hit the ground right before. Take me out. I want to say that. I didn't care. Only 8 seconds.
8 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Bacon. Launches a 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
Better not take Porter lightly on defense. He's superb at getting his hands in the face of shooters.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
15 points.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The second, we're already, what? Even? No. Stop playing. Still time on the clock. Get it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago. They've led by as many as 14 points. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. Markkanen is the 4, with Lopez in the middle. Then it's Porter. Then it's Zach Levine. Bacon's shot is off. Chicago leading. Levine with it.
What?
And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
What?
You're talking about making an injury. Kemba Walker, he's the man. Lightning quick, stronger than he looks. I mean, this man is a competitor.
It's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And here at the midway point of the season, the perfect time to check out the rookie rankings. Who will be the NBA Rookie of the Year? Some great young players. While not in the top 5 currently, he's definitely on the radar screen, and he's been playing some very solid basketball.
And while he might not be enjoying some of the success of the other rookies on that list, you can see he's already picking up on a few of the things he didn't have a grasp for early in the season.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, I think we're going to see a more confident, forceful player in the second half of the season. The best is yet to come.
For Chicago, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And with Walker, the effort's always there. But, Chris, so is the production.
I mean, he has some of the best handles in the game. He's going to generate offense for you. He's a good bet for 20 or more points a game, 5 to 6 assists, and provides tremendous leadership.
You're walking up, man.
And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Bulls.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
He hits the second from the line. 90 seconds now into the second half. And Lamb kicks to Walker. Connects from three-point range. Walker's got 29.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Outside, Levine. The shot. Walker with some nice D. Hornets trail by 4.
I missed that shot on my freaking own.
Lets the 3 fly. Second shot opportunity. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Down low, here's Lopez. From the low block, Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Herman Gomez has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Kicks to Levine. And the pass to Markkanen. Back to Levine. Pulls up.
Give me that.
He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 32 points in the game.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
What?
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, man.
How about Zach LaVine? I mean, signing a big new contract this summer. Listen, that ACL injury he had, that's in the rear view.
No, that was
obviously
all ball right
on
there.
his health and
That
return
was a
to
false
form,
call. That was
but he's
all
put in the
ball.
work.
As soon as he came up, that ball was gone. Get you, man. Coach is on your side, bro. Ref on your side. Right?
And he knocks down the first one. And Levine seems to be at full strength. His vertical leap testing even higher, if you can believe that, even higher, Chris, than it did in the pre-draft combine.
He's a hard worker. His scoring efficiency lagged a little bit last season when he was trying to get his game right after injury. Look, we know his potential as far as scoring that ball.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Now, here's Markkanen. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Chalk up 2 there. And the Bulls lead by 4.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Keep working the middle.
Now here's Lamb, guarded by Levine. Lamb finds Walker.
Yeah, go ahead and shoot.
Stolen by Levine. To the paint. Fast break. Here comes Chicago.
Right, come on.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Man, I hit the pass button.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime.
Where you lying, bro? Where you going? Where you going?
Now here's Lamb. He's tightly guarded. Outside, Walker jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Lamb. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Bulls in second.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
That's good from Kemba Walker.
And the speed of Walker, I mean, it's sensational. He can switch gears, and an active player on both ends.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. Harrison's checked in for the Bulls. The Bulls leading by 4. Shoots from 14. Bank shot, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Kennard kicks to Walker. Here's the floater, and the shot is good. Walker's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, this is the thing about Walker. He will challenge you from the perimeter. He will challenge you inside also.
Levine against Bridges.
He's right over there.
Now here's Levine. He's got 14, 6 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. Levine's got 16.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Combo dishes to Walker. Porter pulls it in.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
Going up against a big man.
Another shot. It's tipped.
And despite the short wingspan for a big man, Kaminsky with the height and timing to still block shots.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for sliding on in. How you doing? Try to get benched.
Hornets trail by 4. Walker taking his time. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Williams comes in for Frank Kaminsky. Bacon, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Lamb in there for Kemba Walker. Now here's Lamb. Passes it to Kennard. He feeds it to Williams. And finished off by Williams.
And the size Williams has allows him to rise up for these type of dunks. A terrific athlete.
Now here's Dunn, covered by Lamb. Now Dunn, 5 points in the game. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bacon's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the middle, here's Kennard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And Chicago shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. And it's blocked.
Oh, the length of Lamb, it's coming into play. He uses it well to block that shot.
Bacon the pass to Lamb.
What are y'all doing? We out here with the second string. Get that ball, bro. Jesus, he's just dribbling it in your
pass
face.
to Hernan Gomez. For the lead. Misses there. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
I'm doing pretty good. Getting pissed off. We should not be even at the third quarter. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's them. Maybe it's them. And maybe it's them. No, just other than that, it's doing pretty good.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
3 tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Jeremy Lamb. Williams is out there with Bacon. Then there's Hernan Gomez, and it's Kennard in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Well, this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
50 points this game. 50. 50. 50. All right, I got 39.
Hornets trail by 3.
11. 11 more points. 11.
He kicks to Lamb. Puts it up from 12. He gets that one.
And this is one of the things Lamb does best, scoring off the pick and roll.
And here is Dunn to the left side wing. Shoots it up.
What?
Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Teardrop shot. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Why?
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Back to Porter.
Porter, why you scared to shoot, bro?
And again, no good by Chicago.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
Come on, Porter.
Here's Lamb.
Pick it up.
Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. Bacon.
My man ain't doing that.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Because it was clean.
To the middle. Here's Kennard.
Nobody's
That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Done outside.
Look, I left my man.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Inside.
Wow.
And a fast break now for the Hornets.
Why would you throw that, sir?
Here's Lamb. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Guys, Jeremy Lamb, 2 years at UConn, drafted by the Thunder, but he's come into his own with the Hornets.
Yeah, and what some exec call the second draft, finding young players who, for whatever reason, haven't been able to make an impact with their first team. Sometimes that change of scenery and ability to mature can do wonders for a player.
One thing that's added a little pressure to Lamb's development, Chris, his link to James Harden.
Well, yeah, maybe the most important trade piece received back from Harden. I mean, it's taken Lamb a while to develop. He's coming around, though, but Harden, of course, I mean, he's perennial MVP kind.
Bulls trail by 3. Porter with it. Fires the 3. Hornets with the rebound. Kennard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The shot's good from Bacon.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep. If you're going to leave him that wide open, big-time mistake.
The pass to Lopez. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez.
Oh, my goodness.
Here's Lamb. Not going to go that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
Why are you taking so long?
3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
And you know, it's almost as if he wore himself
I didn't
out
even hit
with that
nothing.
Performance in the last quarter. He hasn't
that
had
ref
nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
I wasn't holding. I wasn't
Here's the
tagging,
Hornets with the
push a
ball.
button.
Right now they're on a 9-0 run. To the wing right side. Hernan Gomez kicks to Kennard.
And after getting off to such a good start offensively in that first half, haven't been quite as efficient here in the second.
Every time. Wow. Well, thank you for sliding on in this Chaos Retro Gaming 3.0. Really appreciate it.
The first free throw is good. Good on both.
All right, come on.
Charlotte leading by 4. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Lamb. Kept alive. Here's Hernan Gomez. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And look at that. That's just a great all-around play. Getting into position for the offensive rebound, finishing strong on the putback.
And that one drops. 43 points in the game.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
But he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Floats one. That one good for 2.
Go. 45. We're going for it. We're going for it. Come on.
The Hornets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Knocked loose.
Oh, come on, baby. Let's go.
Hey, guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, guys. I mean, in a close game like this, that can really get a team rolling.
Williams' shot is off. The Bulls have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's foul number 2 for him. Walker's checked in for the Hornets. Levine's checked in for Chicago.
Thank you. Get his ass off the court, Dunn. Because he is done. Literally done. Out of the Benito.
Tipped away. Outside, Walker.
Pick him up, pick him up.
To the inside.
Who's watching him?
When you have Walker handling the pick and roll, you have to feel confident. Just masterfully shredding the D with his passes.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Oh, what a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out. Now here's Lamb. He lobs it up. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Here is Porter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, you fouled.
And here's the upcoming schedule for Charlotte. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Charlotte leading by 3. Lamb finds Walker.
And that is a big loss for this team. This game's still in the balance, and he's someone they always want in there at crunch time.
It's a bad time to foul. No, put me back in the game, coach.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. What? Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Well, folks.
Really? Just that was, why would you? Man, look. I don't even want to let you do this no more. I don't even know how many points I had, but that pissed me off. What's up, video game? Games King, video gamer. How you doing, my man? Thanks for sliding on in. Oh, Matt. First win. Finally. I tried, at least. Alright, currently 18th out of the top 10. Shit. I need some more. Oh, I lost team chemistry. Well, my team wasn't doing shit. Oh, shit, I did. 50 points. 3 readings and 5. I ain't know I made it. I ain't know I made it. Stamp it, son. Stamp it. I tried. Don't shake your head. Don't shake your head. I don't even want to talk to my teammates right now. Ain't none of y'all step up when it needs to happen. So I did. I took control. I did. Okay. Nabby. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh. Yeah. What am I doing here? Well, let's run that. Run some practice. I ain't made no sense. I get the alright, 16 foul. You know, dang well, I ain't fouled nobody, 6 times. I can tell you that right now. I ain't fouled nobody. I ain't touched nobody. Okay? Maybe 5 at the most. Okay, 5. And it was purposely sending their ass to the line. But apparently, fouled the wrong person, put on the line because he didn't miss whatsoever. That's not the point. The point of the fact of the matter is, I don't remember fouling nobody 6 times. 5. That's it. That's it. I got robbed. And then got sat out for the last 6 minutes. That's even better.
How's it going?
Pissed off, sir. Very pissed off. I don't want to talk to you.
What you working on today, AI?
Hey, Coach. I just need a left ham stretch real quick.
Cool.
Left hand strain.
Got you.
Perfect.
Cool.
Thanks.
Yep.
Oh, that was all. That was your problem doing the game, bro. Them hamstrings. All right. So which one is? Let me some of these out. Half of these I don't worry about because someone might end up doing them while I'm playing anyway. I know.
All right, AI. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
I said 50. I ain't say I was gonna win, but my goal was to win. I can't hit shit.
You can do better than that.
I got that one. I think that's all. I think it's the way my person shoots. He like he kicks his feet forward and throws himself forward at the same time. Like I know when I shoot myself, I don't kick out. Doesn't make any sense. It's not me. I just can't do it. My head is not in the game. I can tell you that right now, bro. Look at this. Why you come look at this? I can't hit nothing. I hit 1. That was a fluke. Oh, 2. Find the flow, man. He can ball, huh? Dude, I only hit 2 shots. I can ball. Yeah. Thanks for the confidence. Not helping me over here. I would rather let somebody tell me I suck than somebody sit on the sidelines and say, God, you're great. But dude, you suck. I'm like, alright, thanks. Good criticism. Really. Just helps me to do better. Don't sit up and lie to me and say, dude, you're the greatest. You're fabulous. You're G. Banana splits. I need a banana.
I know high school JV players that could have outplayed.
Hey, hit me up.
Yeah, you probably can, sir. Oh, but I hit that one. I need a banana. Oh, I ain't got that far to go on that. Okay. Really? But I can't hit the other one. I don't make no sense. What do we do here?
All right, AI. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
All right.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Thanks for coming at you, girl. I'm aiming for you.
Give me that.
Damn, alright. Why are you so aggressive? What about that? Why are you so aggressive, man? Jesus, calm down.
Man, I can't even watch this.
Me either. I can't watch it and I'm shooting.
Good shot. Good shot.
What? Out of the paint? What? How was that out of the paint? I was in the hole. Out of the paint.
Now we're rolling.
No.
Well,
Damn, you blocked the shit out there.
It wasn't pretty either.
Next time, man. Next time.
Wow. Man, that was like, I don't know what the hell that was, but I didn't like it.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Work. I'm on there. Come on. Come on. I got 3 of those. Got none of those. I'm gonna try to go for 8. At least 8. Try to drop 8. There we go. 5.
Poetry in motion, AI.
Oh, but I can hit that all day long in motion. But I can't do it in the game. That's just head of boat. I need a banana. I need a banana.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Now he lying to me again. He can ball, huh?
Poetry in motion, AI.
Can I get a ball? He's along with the ball, man. I was going for 8, but apparently my shot said different. Come on, keep it going.
Play it like you got something to prove. I like it.
Hey, hit me up.
Look at that. I moved up pretty quick. Really? Corner special.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
20 shots. 1 for 15. 15. 15. Right, we got 2 on the board. Well, we ain't got 15, I can tell you that. Well, I guess we could go for 10. 10 is our...
Keep it going.
12. Why the hell you jumping for, bruh? I was in the rhythm.
Poetry in motion, AI.
15? What, 14? Wait, that was 15. Banana! What the hell? That was 15. That was 15 straight. Well, 15. Not straight, but good enough. It was 15. The bastards. They cheated me out of my shits. How come I can't do that in the game? Alright, no more practice. Alright. No more practice. No. Alright, let's go against Mr. Brow. Mr. Brow.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports.
You know what I forgot to do?
Our featured matchup tonight in Chicago, where the Bulls will be going up against the New Orleans Pelicans.
Right.
So for the Pelicans, their last game, a win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. That game, a high-scoring affair. We'll see if this one turns into a shootout as well.
22 points.
And most...
All right, let's go. I'm ready to go to the court. Come on. No time to be playing with y'all. How y'all get out here before me? Y'all was just in the locker room. That's all. Really? Any other time? Like I said, any other time, I'll be like, boing. Alright, enough shooting. Get it over with.
Hey, D, good to see you, man.
What up, boy?
How you been?
I've been good. You've been playing great this season, man.
Oh, appreciate that, man. Yeah,
Doing your thing.
being out on the road is crazy.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I got an off day tomorrow. You got anything fun to do around here in the city?
Yeah, hit me up. Maybe we can go go-kart racing.
Go-kart racing?
Go-kart.
Hey, that sounds pretty fun, man. Yo, can you even fit in a go-kart?
I can fit in them.
They don't just call it a car at that point?
It'll be snug, but we'll be fine.
That sounds good. All right, man. Have a good game.
You too.
I'll see you soon.
I'm going to dunk on him. That's what I'm going to do. Look at the friendship on the court right there. Look at that. Browsing me. Alright, so wait, how you gonna say you got anything fun to do in this town or with this hometown? I don't get it. Nope, I can't play that. That sucks.
It's a West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. And, of course, Jimmer Fredette. It's our first glimpse of him looking good in his new Pelicans jersey.
You know, I'm excited and somewhat anxious to see how this team is going to evolve since the trade was made. I mean, he is a guy that could end up being a key player for them as we get ready to hit that stretch run.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Down low, it's Randall and Davis. Payton is out there with Ian Clark, and it's Miller in at the 3.
Look at that.
And with the All-Star break coming up, Smitty, guys who were recently traded will have the time now to kind of gain their bearings in their new surroundings.
Yeah, a lot of times you make those trades and they look good on paper, and sometimes they don't work. I think it works extremely well when a guy gets a chance to come from his team and he plays the exact same role. His role is not changed, and then he fits right into the flow with the team because he's playing the same way in the same style.
And with the break coming up, too, in addition to no games being played, you kind of figure out where they are, what they need to do, and how they're going to maneuver here for the next part of the season.
And the best part is you get a chance, like you said, to have that week long to at least get a chance to move and try to find some place where you can live versus those couple days getting a chance to, I guess, stress about it.
Chicago with the ball, following the three-pointer from Elfrid Payton. Pass to Markkanen. Lets it go with a 3. He can't get it to go. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
That was a different team in the fourth quarter than what we saw in the first 3. Don't you think? I mean, they got their act together just in time to pull it out.
And there's the pass to Lopez. Shot to stop the run, and that's off the glass and in.
Great look there from Robin Lopez. Rare to see a big man with that kind of playmaking ability.
What? Ball went down, I reached. But apparently they made me touch hands. High five. Come on, do it together. Foul already, come on.
Miller against Porter. Miller, the pass to Payton. He kicks it to Davis. No good that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
Yeah, and what a gut wrencher it was for them last time they met. Ended up on the losing side in that one.
Everyone knows about Markkanen from range. Also has the tools to challenge inside.
Pass to Davis. Here's Clark. Lopez covering. Clark kicks to Davis. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Passes it to Porter. Levine deciding where to go with it. All sorts of time. Pelicans with the rebound.
No one near him. That's one he's got to hit. One he usually hits.
Earlier, David Aldridge had a chance to speak with head coach Alvin Gentry. DA, what'd you find out?
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Great play to run for Zach. Off ball, he's quick to catch and elevate.
Payton kicks to Miller. Pass to Clark. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Payton outside. Clock at 6. Back to Clark. Fires for three.
Did all that for nothing.
New Orleans getting another chance here. Randall with the bucket.
Fantastic positioning on that offensive board. Then right back up.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to Charlotte.
And that's what happens when you become too perimeter oriented. If you're not hot, you don't score.
Well, when you force it all night, you don't get good results. Never really adjusted the game plan the way they should have.
Payton kicks to Davis. Back to Payton.
I got stuck.
Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
That's next level stuff from AD. One of the great scorers in the game. He draws the eyes of the defense and locates the open man.
There's the pass to Lopez. Bulls moving the ball around. Yep, that one goes. 8 points for him.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Payton dishes to Clark.
Man, they're gonna don't worry about it. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Randall outside. Pass to Payton. The three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Here's Levine. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Zach LaVine, he has the mentality of a go-to scorer. He's got the confidence to take and make tough contested shots.
And so Levine nails both of them.
All right, Levine.
And Steve, Zach LaVine, no lack of confidence, great range on his shot. What's the next step, you think, in the maturation of his game?
Without question, it's at the defensive end. A slender build, but has the tools to be a quality defender. It's about focus and the desire to be a two-way player. Extending the league, this has been a great period for him offensively.
And that one is off. And New Orleans will come the other way. To the paint. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Kicks it to Markkanen. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And no doubt both teams competing at a high level, but the consistency has been lacking here. Another lead change.
I like to fight in these clubs. Neither side willing to give an inch. We'll see how it turns out.
To the middle. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Exceptional timing on the pick and roll. AD showing a good feel for how to generate points.
In the corner, it's Levine. From past the arc. Randall grabs the board. New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Clark. Again, the Pelicans score.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
Now, here's Porter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 5 on the clock. Markkanen with it. Out defended by Randall. For 3, Levine. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Payton outside.
I'm trying to draw no foul.
And it's Miller in the corner. They grab their own miss. Davis. Lopez with the block.
And that is the length of Robin Lopez on display.
They get the rebound. Second chance shot. Good D by Payton.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
He kicks to Randall. Shoots over Markkanen. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
I need somebody to step up.
Levine with it. He has 5. And that one, good. Levine's got 7.
The prototype of the new guard. Long, quick, highly skilled. Zach LaVine has no trouble taking it inside.
Now here's Payton. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
And here are the Bulls now. And the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. Hits the three-point bomb. And that's now 7 points for Lauri Markkanen.
Oh, okay. It's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Now here's Payton. 10 points for him. There's the feed to Davis. Can't connect from short range.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Looking to end his cold spell, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Clark finds Payton. Back to Clark. Now Davis. From the corner. Gets the front of the rim and out. Levine wide open. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Smitty, no doubt you had an outstanding jump shot. Talk about the difference in approach when you're a catch-and-shoot guy versus a pull-up off the dribble shooter.
Yeah, catch and shoot is obviously totally different mechanics, Kevin. You're waiting for somebody to pass it. You're obviously getting your mind set to be able to get yourself in position, get your feet right, and obviously shooting the basketball. Pulling up off the dribble, sometimes it tends to what the defense gives you. And that is an art to see guys like Steph and those guys, Kevin Durant and LeBron, who's added that to being able to be comfortable shooting the basketball off the dribble. That is the hardest part about shooting it. Pulling up off the dribble versus catch and shoot.
So as a great shooter, you think that is just, that's the very top. But your admiration is very high for guys that can do that well.
Yeah, because you don't have time to get your feet set and get your mechanics right when the ball is in the air versus having it in your hand.
The Bulls get it back in a new 24. Second chance effort. The shot will not fall.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
It's struggle on the line.
Clark kicks to Okafor.
For me, it's a struggle. I don't even know why I keep shooting that shit.
1:53 left in the first quarter. Clark for 3. Carter pulls it in. Chicago trailing here. Passes it to Dunn. Now Levine.
Come on. Right there.
From the baseline. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Payton.
Like, absolutely nothing.
Williams with a clean look. They get it back. Len passes to Clark. Carter with the block.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Dishes to Dunn, to the paint. And he banks in the layup. 12 points for him.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. And they double up Payton. And stolen by Dunn. Here's Levine. Look at that.
Nice. An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. And that one is good.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Down low. A stupendous finish in traffic. And the Bulls lead by 3.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
Now here's Payton. He's got 10. And it's Okafor missing. And the call will be against Alex Len. That's his first foul. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And then for New Orleans, Davis is checked in for Okafor. Julius Randle comes in for Alex Len. And Miller's subbed in for Williams. Markkanen is the 4 with Lopez in the middle. Then it's Porter. And it's Arcidiacono in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
The former #1 overall pick, Anthony Davis, does a great job of representing this franchise. Makes big plays on both ends of the floor.
Misses the wing J.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that one's good by Clark.
Because he's inconsistent from range, the defense dares him to take that shot. Bad gamble there.
Inside, got a piece of it. Here's Lopez, makes it off the glass.
Well, Lopez knew he had space to get that shot off. He was ready for it.
Payton kicks to Davis. There it is, his 3rd basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Lopez. The 3, good on the 3-point shot. 17 points in the game.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
New Orleans leading by 7. Clark kicks to Davis. The pass to Payton.
I just shot it just to shoot it.
And it's Clark in the corner. 4 on the shot clock.
I got you.
Lets it go from the wing. He can't hit that time. And it's Chicago the other way.
He is really forcing things now. Doesn't have to do it because his teammates are picking up the slack.
Pulls up on the wing, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
The onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
Here's Randall after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
High percentage play, working the ball in close, then the nice move to convert.
Here's Arcidiacono, covered by Payton. Porter kicks to Lopez. Back to Porter. Markkanen passes to Lopez. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Anthony Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nope, not on my watch.
Bulls trail by 7.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the miss by Julius Randle.
Come on, I'm ready.
Pelicans leading by 5. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
You can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
Come on, y'all didn't call the most dang on time.
In the second half of February now, the power rankings have lots of statistical analysis to pull from. Look at the Trailblazers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And checking out Chicago, they just can't seem to find the mojo they need to move up the rankings. They've tinkered with their lineup, but so far they just keep getting the same results.
Chicago's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And so Payton will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
No doubt, that could be a gigantic swing in momentum, given how that sequence developed.
And so it's New Orleans with it. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Back to Davis.
Come on, everybody go pick him up.
Feeds it to Randall. New Orleans moving the ball around. There's the dish to Miller. 5 to shoot. On its way from Clark for 2. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Uses both hands to slam it down.
On you, bro.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
He is not scared of anybody. He knows he can play amongst the big boys, and he showed it. His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Lopez outside. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Oh, you lucky bird.
Getting the bounce pass.
You lucky bird.
Randall dishes to Payton. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul.
What are you doing, bro? Bro, keep it clean, man. Keep it clean. We right here. We right here.
Porter against Miller.
Come on, don't let him take that. Don't let him take that.
Here's Davis.
Come on.
And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him. But credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you'd want to hear from a fan's perspective.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
From downtown, cans it from downtown. He has 30.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Payton outside. Pass to Davis. Just 5 to shoot.
5 to shoot. Don't let him shoot it. Don't let him shoot it.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, when we talk about AD as an athlete, a major component to that is his body control, able to adjust off contact to finish the play.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Pelicans lead by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we...
Well, you've been off to a really great start, especially in your first season. At what point do you start thinking about Rookie of the Year?
Well, I mean, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't thinking about it. I mean, that'd be amazing. But more importantly, DA, my teammates have made things so easy for me. You know, they supported me, made me feel like I was part of this team since day one. You know, and I really wouldn't have gotten out of this kind of start if it wasn't for them. So, you know, they're the real ones.
Well, we've heard people talk about selflessness with you, and now we see it in...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the...
All right, that's a tough game. Come on. All right, yeah, you be using that screen hard, too.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Here's Payton. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, down low, it's Randall and Davis. Ian Clark out there with Elfrid Payton, and it's Miller in at the 3, the small forward. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Randall. That one doesn't go, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. 32 points in the game.
That's nice patience by Zach LaVine, finding the open man, not trying to do it all himself.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Right. Completely agree. Thanks. Randall against Markkanen. Miller finds Clark. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Davis. Back to Clark.
You lock him down.
Over Levine. Tries again. And it's laid in by Davis. Davis has got 18 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Markkanen passes to Levine.
I'm going.
Yikes! And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You know what? It's a big momentum builder for sure. That could be a game-changing moment there.
I'm little, but
Puts it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by AD.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
I got robbed quick. I got my pockets picked. You ain't gonna what?
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now.
You ain't gonna what?
Peyton passes to Davis. Peyton trying to get open, and Davis gets it to go on the assist by Peyton.
Timing out, coach.
And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
Bulls trail by 4. Outside, Levine. Lopez outside. He dishes it to Markkanen. To the inside. Makes it off the glass. He's got 36.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
Peyton the bounce pass. Passes it to Davis. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And good that time.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
He kicks it to Levine.
Going south side.
Wide open look. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
See it.
Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
This one for 3. That shot, no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. They get it again. No good with the layup.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
And a reach.
Carter, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. New Orleans also making some changes. Shek Diallo, he's checked in for Randall. And Wood subbed in for Miller. Pelicans leading by 6.
Give me a reach too. Great.
Now here's Peyton. He's got 16. To the wing right side. Clark for 3. Carter pulls it in.
And that's rough. He did have 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
Here's Porter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Porter ain't made nothing last.
For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Peyton gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Levine, and then Levine with the jam.
So smooth in the air. It's like Zach Levine floats up, then drops the hammer.
And so Peyton will bring it up for New Orleans. They lead by 4. Pass to Clark. Davis against Carter. And Davis can't get it to go.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
And the shot falls short this time.
What? Another one?
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Man, who the hell hired this ref, man? This ref. Get you, man. Get you.
Pelicans trail by 9.
Damn zebra.
Randall kicks to Wood. They get a hand on it. Back to Randall.
I got Davis. Davis ain't got nothing on me.
And the pass to Davis.
What?
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Watch them knees, bro.
Some changes for New Orleans. Ian Clark comes in for Len, and it's Fredette in for Wood.
That's what happened. You know which way you was going. I had you there.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Dunn looking over the floor. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
How many times have you seen him do that? Losing focus on a simple lay-in.
Twice. Literally.
Here's Clark. Latre cans it from downtown. Clark's got 12 points in the game. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this.
What the hell is going on?
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
I'll let it roll. But then again, Porter ain't did shit the whole damn game. Jesus.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Markkanen is the 4 with Lopez in the middle. Then it's Chris Dunn. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. To the inside.
They sandwiching me.
That's good from Dunn on the assist by Porter. Porter's got 4 assists in the game.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Dunn will break you down if you don't stay connected to him.
That's me. My bad.
Pass to Clark.
He
kicks it to Randall.
Porter ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. Look at that. Look at this. He ain't going nowhere.
Back to Clark.
All that body.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Davis. Good D by Lopez. Chicago leading by 8. Inside, Markkanen. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Payton finds Clark. Randall against Markkanen from 8. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
And he lays it straight in. He has 38 in the game. So many different approaches, Steve, on offense. Some guys force the issue, but Steve, who are some guys that really practice patience?
I think LeBron James. I think Kevin Durant. I think Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard to somewhat of a degree, Chris Paul. There's so many guys. I love the way they can just let the play develop or let the game develop, and then they can take over. But those are some of the names I think they play with a lot of patience.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pelicans trail by 14. Payton passes to Davis.
Apparently, let me get him in
New Orleans moving the ball around.
I'm not hot.
Randall kicks to Diallo.
Where you going? Where you going, bud? Where you going,
Here's Clark. Dunn covering. Looking to end the run. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender.
You had all that
space. There's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
The Bulls leading by 14.
I'm kicking myself in the butt right now. I can't make no shot.
Out to the wing.
Move, boy.
On the wing, Porter. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Chris Dunn taken 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
Miller's checked in for Diallo.
I guess, I don't know. They might have set me up. I mean, I'm feeling.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Randall with the bucket.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Bulls.
And Greg, you look at Dunn. It can take longer for point guards to develop in the NBA.
Yeah,
great point. It's the most cerebral position in our game. Learning how to run an NBA offense is a challenge. Good news, though, is he's putting in the work necessary to figure it out and progressing nicely.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Strong move by AD. You see why he's been averaging 7 to 8 free throws a game over the past few seasons.
And he makes the first.
Constructive bridge right there.
Well, it feels quite a while ago that the Bulls put up 72 wins in a regular season.
Well, the Warriors beat that mark 2 decades later, and that was a few years ago. But give the Bulls credit. They've been trying to put together a contender. It's just kind of hard to find another Michael Jordan.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And Robin Lopez, one of those dirty work type of big men, rebounding, defending, a lot of grit, setting screens. He does it all.
Yeah, unselfish. He does know his role. It just makes things easier for his teammates. Has his quirks, but has proven to be a great teammate.
Well, we've seen the growth of the G League, especially in how much it's been utilized for player development. A lot of guys going up to the NBA level. Steve, how do you think we'll see this evolve over the next 10 years?
I think the G League and this partnership with the NBA and teams has been fantastic. It's kind of similar to baseball right now in the minor leagues, and the teams have done a great job of having the flexibility to bring guys up and down. I love it for a lot of these young guys to get a chance to develop and also be a part of, I would say, the big team.
Excellent point.
I'm a little dude.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
All right,
and not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawing some fouls.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Davis, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
Yep, that one goes in there. And the Bulls lead by 19.
Yeah.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marking in against Randall. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the 6'4", 185-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
And that one misses.
Come on. Hustle in. Come on.
And he's good on the second.
It's done. Done.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Move.
Lopez outside. Over to the wing. 3-pointer, Markkanen scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
From distance, Markkanen with the picture-perfect mechanics and the height to almost always get a clean look.
Payton attacking. Count that one.
Nope,
Payton's got 21.
Have to give it up.
Chicago leading by 19.
Yeah, all that side,
and here's
do something with it.
A beautiful reverse layup.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
New Orleans has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12.
5 seconds.
Payton outside. He feeds it to Davis. Stolen by Markkanen. In transition, here come the Bulls. Markkanen's got the ball. And that one's good by Porter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Payton dishes to Clark.
Playing light. I ain't trying to draw no more fives. I got 4 5s.
When you look at today's NBA salaries, Steve, do you feel the responsibility to learn financial management falls mostly on the players, or should the league do even more to help them find out about what they're going to do with all this money?
You know, I think it's the responsibility of both. I think the Players Association, also the NBA, and I think organizations as well. I think you look at it, we're all involved to get a chance to help these youngsters. It's not easy for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old to become a millionaire overnight. That's just not something that you're used to, and handling that, it has been a problem for some players in the past.
Ooh, that boy got handles.
It's rebounded by Payton. Payton's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Come on, man.
Clark kicks to Payton.
For like 5.9 seconds, y'all gonna not give it to me.
Here's Clark.
5 minutes left.
Overdone. And it's Davis finishing it off.
When Anthony Davis is aggressive going to the offensive glass, it gives this team another dimension.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Misses the layup. Pelicans trail by 19. Miller surveying the floor. It's deflected.
Get that shot up. Not that weak ass shit.
Dishes it to Porter.
Move.
And good. He hits it again.
My goodness.
50
for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
50 points with a win.
Payton the bounce pass.
I did a banana.
16 feet away. Here's Davis. Lopez with the block.
Put the nail in the coffin.
And yep, another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Now Payton.
You don't want these problems, right? Bring it.
Davis inside. Lopez covering. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Bulls making a switch here. Levine's checked in.
I ain't ready to get out. Keep me in the game. Keep me in the game. All right, I'm still in the game. Sweet.
The Bulls leading by 23. Passes it to Lopez. And there's a whistle. That goes on Ian Clark. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Well, the NBA has had 3 referee crews for quite a while. Steve, do you think adding a 4th ref would help in any way?
No, I think it'll get a little bit crowded on the floor. I would love to see, I know they won't go back. I love the 2 referee situation. I look at it right now. Referee A calls a call. Referee B calls a call. It just feels like referee C has to make the next call or get up far as even with the other referees. I would love to see them go back to a 2 referee situation.
And again, New Orleans has no luck. Bull shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. It's deflected.
Levine. Come on, Levine.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Long time without a bucket.
Payton outside.
You want this D in? Force you to do something.
6 to shoot.
Force you to do something.
To the middle. High arcing shot in deep. Davis drops it in. Davis has got 7 points for the quarter.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
I need a big man in the middle.
Levine up top. The 19-foot shot. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
I'm not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Davis down low. Lopez is there. And Davis can't get it to go. Chicago leading by 23. To the paint. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Payton.
Don't touch it.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Davis in the corner. Fires the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Payton. 34 points for Anthony Davis.
The advanced skill set of AD. When he gets to feeling good, he's a really hard guy to stop.
And stolen by Peyton. And New Orleans pushing it up now.
What?
The feed to Randall. Plays it up off the glass.
It was clear that the defender wanted no part of that play after he exploded towards the bucket.
Now the dish to Levine.
I don't know how he played.
1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Markkanen. They can't stop the run with that one. Pelicans trail by 18.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bulls.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series. And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you.
I don't know what happened.
They are fired up about it. I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
40 seconds left in the game. Levine, the bounce pass. Lets it go from the wing. Randall grabs the board. Here's New Orleans. They're on an 11-3 run.
What you doing? What you doing? What you doing?
Peyton outside. Kicks it to Davis.
Oh, shit, he got him.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
He got him quick.
High above the rim. Not many guys have that kind of length and vertical. AD, one of the few.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Julius Randle picks one up. And he can't get the first one.
Come on, really? There we go.
And he's good on the second.
Let's stay tight. Let's stay tight. Let's stay tight. Why not? All right. Hey, why not? It's only 9 seconds. I don't care. I got a sub out. I get to watch the game.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Oh, yeah.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Yeah. Thank you, Kevin. Congratulations on the win. You all were dominant in the fourth quarter. What produced all that energy down the stretch?
It's funny. I was starting to get that winning feeling, DA. I wanted to close this game out in style. We deserved this win. And I wouldn't have been able to face our fans if I didn't get it. So, I just started to pour it on.
Yeah, that was quite an effort down the stretch, and nobody else was better than you. So congratulations. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us.
What's that called?
We'll see you next time.
I done lost some dang on teammate chemistry. Asshole. That ain't not what I feel. Give myself. Where we at? Got some floaters. Look at this. Don't look at this. Oh, that's almost max. One man fast break. Later. Anything else? Okay. Oh, okay. Damn. Points. Alright. Get into the top 4 conference.
Oh man, but my favorite, that's definitely the classic crossover. You can embellish it all you want, but when it comes to that pure mechanic, You got time for a quick interview? We have Griff standing by.
Okay, where we going?
Right this way.
All right, I gotta earn
AI.
my team.
What's up, Griff? How you doing, man?
Good. You were a force on defense tonight, and it's not always easy to stand out on that side of the ball. What do you have to say about your defensive effort and what it means to have your work on that end get noticed?
What? Did it for the fans?
Well, you know what they say, Griff. You know, defense wins championships. I definitely been putting in work on that side of the ball, and
there you go.
And it's nice to see it paying off. You know, coach has been pushing me in that direction,
There you go.
and I'm glad he did.
I'm sure he's glad too.
Well, you know, you'll have to ask him about that. I'm not sure, but he'll definitely be glad that we got this win.
Always an interesting interview, AI. Thank you for your time.
Hey, thank you, man.
Thanks, yeah, you can head in now.
All right, take care, guys.
There you go. You gotta keep your team chemistry up high, brother. There you go. +8. That's how you get it. Alright, peeps. That's the end of this stream. I got my 50. I got my win. Okay, I got 2 50s. 2 50s. 2 games. Lost 1, won 1. Hey, I had a good time. I had some fun. Teammates worked it out. I worked it out. Got this game knocked out. Bam! But I want to thank everybody who slid in. Bug619, Coruscante, Nita C, JD Gaming, Claire R, Miss Chaos Retro Gaming 3.0, and Video Games King Video Gamer. Thank you 100% for sliding on in. I really appreciate it. If you have not, go ahead and drop a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Man, it's your boy DJ What? Yo Face. Man, holla at me.